Hi everyone, this is Jen from the Faith Formation Office, and I just wanted to share with you today. So, I have recently been so overwhelmed by the amount of messages and emails and phone calls that I've received from our First Communion families. So, I help coordinate the First Communion. I do the little kids K through 2. So, um, usually in May, it's a really big time, a big special time of year for us. And this year, obviously, with everything that went on, we had to put things on pause. And we had slowly started doing some First Communions over the summer. And we are just finishing up our last group this coming Saturday. So it has just been an incredible outpouring from parents and grandparents and family members, just saying how special a time it was for their kids and recounting these beautiful moments and just the encounter that their children had. And I just feel so special and so grateful to have any part in that, and just to be able to witness it was really nice. And having that joy during such a hard time, I think helped me realize that sometimes when things are hard, we look back on them fondly. And there are always moments of joy that come out. So I had started, this pandemic off with, when this is over, I want to do this. And my kids kind of followed that of, Mom, when this is over, can we do this? Can we go to the Museum of Science? Can we go here? And I understand that, and I think we all do. But what I've come to realize is that over the last 7 or 8 months, I've been thinking about things in the future, and there's so much happening right now in the present. And beautiful things are happening. And for me, we've had friends that have gone off and got married. They didn't have the big weddings they wanted, but they have celebrated, and they're married, and they're excited about it. My best friend gave birth to her second baby. My kids had birthdays. I've witnessed all of these beautiful First Communions. And I think to myself back on different times that I've gone through, that I just want to get through this. I just want to finish school, and I just want to, advance my career, and I just want to move out of the city and get a house with a yard. And I can't wait for my kids to be out of diapers and bottles. And when I look back on those different times, I loved my time in school. I have great memories from my days in the North End of Boston in this tiny little apartment with a 4-flight walk up. But it was something I complained about. And, my kids, from when they were just constant diapers and bottles and no sleep, and, those are blurry years. But I think when I bump into people with older kids that have older families, and even people with grandchildren and their kids are grown, the first thing they say to me is, "Oh, I remember mine that little. Don't blink. It goes by so fast." And, it does go by fast. Everything does. It just is something that I want to make sure, because I know maybe there are pieces of this that I won't look back and love, but there are pieces of this time that I'm going to look back and find those joyful moments. And I'm going to remember this group of First Communicants and how special a time this was for them and their families, and how grateful they were. And I'm going to remember playing, Peter Pan and Captain Hook with my kids as soon as they woke up, and letting them stay in their pajamas a little bit longer, and having movie nights with popcorn and candy in our family room. I mean, I think that sometimes I'm guilty of just trying to live in the future and look forward to things. And I am really trying to be more present right now and just see the beauty that's happening right here in my everyday life. And I think it really took this group of First Communion, my First Communion students, to show me that this is, look at how amazing these moments are. Look at this child that now wants to celebrate this First Communion every single year, his date of his First Communion, because he had such an encounter. I mean, so just to be a part of that has kind of brought me back into, let me live each day the way God wants me to live it. Let me see the joy around me and let me feel those blessings that I have. And as we enter into our Thanksgiving time, our Christmas time, it's easy to think about the things that we'll miss, but there are ways to make these times special and this time in our lives special for us, for our kids, for our grandkids, for our nieces and nephews and our friends. I mean, there's so much we can do. So I hope to see you all soon, and God bless.